family. Whew, I'm back. Weathering the summer heat with no air conditioning. Well, not in my home, it's air conditioned, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm going to turn it off for like a few days to train myself, you understand, how to go without any type of electricity. It's a test run. Many of you will not be able to do this for so many reasons. If you got children, or let me get some of this sunlight on me, y'all. We got cloud coverage. Look at that. But still the sun is just beaming down. But you know, it's a test. Look at my ground. This ground has not been thoroughly watered since the end of winter, beginning of springtime. Okay? Even the weeds are dying. And it's interesting. I know a lot of you all watched the video on the water project. It's real. It's true. I just coined my own name for it because I really don't know if there is any type of words in the English dictionary that can describe these new phenomena that's going on. So people are just, you know, creating words for this phenomena. And this is nothing you're going to get on the local news, CNN. They don't want you to know. It's not news. But I tell you what, to many of us, what the climatologists would have to say about this would definitely interest me. That's if you can get to a real climatologist. I really learned a lot from Dr. Delbert Blair, the late Dr. Delbert Blair. It's been a lot of controversy going on about Dr. Delbert Blair, too. I can't even get my words out because, you know, I was talking to a fellow witch or a sister witch, and she was saying, when he passed away, she had just got through talking to him and his wife, and I was just like, I don't know. You know, they said he had passed away. You know, a lot of people say he has passed away, but she said she talked to him. So I don't know how true that is. Well, I'm not saying I don't know how true that is, because sister, I know you watching me and everything, but you know, the word is he's deceased. I've seen some videos where people say RIP and everything, that he did pass away. But now, for a lot of you who do not know Dr. Delbert Blair, I followed him a lot in the beginning of YouTube because he led a lot of discussions. He was a black scientist that led a lot of discussions on the climate and the changes, you know, that were happening and the changes to come. I mean, you know, if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that said that winter is not natural in the United States of America anymore. That is a manufactured winter. And I can really kind of see that, you know, because a lot of these northern states are getting artificial snow. It's not real snow. We got some of it down here. You can look at YouTube videos now of people making snowballs and trying to ignite it with flames, and rather than to melt, it actually just burned and turned black. You know, that's not real. That's artificial. Anyways, so that's why I say right now you need to really get a spiritual connection with the elements. It's going to be important. You know what I'm saying? You know, or you can just ride this out in the matrix and not do anything for yourself. But I say, you know, it's time to get familiar with the elementals and the spirits and stuff, because if not for yourself, you know, at least allow it to be for your children. If you are on social media, use it to the best of your ability to get as much spiritual knowledge and food as possible, because entertainment is a deflection. Entertainment is a deflection. Look, I was sitting at the table eating with someone, and see, that's the problem with a lot of us. We need to go back as families and sit down and gather around at the table, gather around in some place and congregate without all of this technology like we used to. That's another problem where we're actually losing that spiritual connection with one another, because in the up and coming times, what is going to be important is how well. Dang, I thought something was wrong. I got this device in my ear. I was like, what is going on? I can't hear out of my right ear. But what's going to be important is networking with people, going back to that tie that we once had. The neighbor, right next to you, she may have been growing string beans, and this one may be raising hoes right here. And everybody had to come together in order for the survival of their particular clan or posse or family, whatever you want to call it. If you didn't have that sense of, you understand, that bind, that tie with people, with your neighbors, you understand, you didn't survive. And that's going to be very important, in these up and coming years, because the change I'm talking about is not going to be tomorrow. It can abruptly be there, but I'm thinking it's going to take decades to get here where I'm talking about. And you're gonna have to have partners. When I say partners, I'm not just talking about significant others. You're going to have to know some folks that are willing to ride and die with you and try their damnedest. You understand what I'm saying? To learn how to get off this damn grid. Yep. I see it coming. And so I said all of this to say you need to get these almanacs, farmers' almanacs. If you're not even doing it, but just reading it to keep yourself abreast to what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Some wonderful people out there, preppers, that are showing you how to do this, how to do that. You might not necessarily plan on doing it, but it'll be good food to watch it. Don't y'all think so? I see, and a lot of people say, be careful, because you can speak something into existence. There's going to be a meteorite of a large proportion that is going to hit a certain part of the earth coming very soon, and it's going to cause massive floods and earthquakes, windstorms, severe windstorms. It's coming, y'all. They said that this should be the longest summer on record. I'm only speaking for here. Now, I don't know what's going on everywhere else, but some people say, hey, look, mama, you know what? We've been having severe windstorms, just out of the ordinary. We've been having floods out of the ordinary. We've been having droughts and ice storms and snowstorms of large proportions. You know what I'm saying? So these weather anomalies are just the beginning of the sorrows to come. You don't have to drop that seed in the ground, but at least, do you hear me? At least read up on these materials, you understand, that will allow you to know how to do it, just in case you are forced to do it. This luxury that we have will not last another 100 years, I predict. And I know I won't be here 100 years in this body. I plan on getting me another one, because they said I'm not quite yet ready, you understand, to, enter into the realm of light beings. I've already had my commune with the light beings. And I was already told that I a long time ago I talked about the experience. But look, let me tell y'all something. Get to know your spiritual guides and friends. Now, it sounds so damn cheesy, because You know, people been talking about this for the long, since 2008 on social media. Get to know your, spiritual ancestors, and get to know your spiritual guides and all of that. And it sounds cheesy, but you did not come through this portal by yourself. You understand? There were other spirits that came with you. Some that were here to be your devil's advocates, because they come to make you stronger, to challenge you, because everything, you can't just walk this walk and it be easy, because if then you just had an easy walk, then guess what? You have learned nothing. You have to learn opposition. The tree cannot get strong without the wind. See what I'm saying? There's no wind, then the tree cannot develop strong branches and trunks to support itself, just in case something just comes through all of a sudden. Wind builds up. The element of wind builds the tree. I got so much to talk about with spirits, until it's going to be a lot of videos hitting this particular channel. But, that wind challenges that tree to say, hey, look, you know what? You're going to have to strengthen up some, because guess what? Soon a hurricane might come through, or a tornado. So every wind, you understand what I'm saying? Even though it may be to the tree uncomfortable, it's going to build it, So you got spirits that come here to challenge you. Those are the spirits we don't too much tend to like. We come to people like spellcasters and spiritualists to, I got something on me. There's a dark cloud on me. Could you remove that? That's on you. That's not going anywhere. It means that there's something you got to learn. You understand? Something you got to learn before anything else changes for the positive for you. Okay? You're ignoring something. But getting to spirits, y'all. And I want to talk about spirits, because I'm hoping on this video I'll be able to talk about my experience with the Ghede. As I've told you and told you all last year, that I was very sexually attracted to the Ghede. And once I said that, tricksters just been all over me, because these spirits will use anybody's body, you understand, to get what it wants out of you, to do what it needs to do to you. And so ever since I said that, gosh, I have had so many sexual encounters with the Ghede. And he is a very sexual being, a very sexual god or entity, if you want to say that. He's definitely a charmer. The last time he slept with me was because I gave myself to, a lot of people disagree, and when I say I gave myself, I actually have opened myself and my existence up to the water spirits. You understand? I did that some time ago, because they offer me protection, and they will fight for me. So I gave them myself to, the marine world. I sure did. And a lot of people will be saying, you don't know what you open yourself up to. But I can't be out here without any protection. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of enemies that are against me, because I'm a witch and I am who I am. So they offer me protection. But anyway, oh Lord. Woo, Jesus, these are pine needles. Yes, we can say Jesus and hoodoo. A lot of people are like, why are you saying Jesus, and what you doing with the Bible? You're a Christian. I'll use Christianity, Catholicism, Satanism, Buddhism, and any other religion when I want to. That's hoodoo for you. Okay? So, in my last sexual encounter with Ghede was back in April. And I'm going to describe to y'all what he looks like. He only came as a silhouette, but I could feel his body. No, it wasn't. It wasn't April. It was about a week ago. It was a week ago, and the sex is very intense. Because what he is doing, I can't tell y'all what he's doing right now. But when he does it, he will go out and fight for you and he'll go out to torment your enemies. There are many Ghede spirits, Baron Simday, and I'm not going to tell y'all the rest of them because I don't want y'all to use them on me. But if you give them a portion of your body, which is really the light energy that they want, like a lot of people think that, sex is just for, I physically am attracted to her. It's not an attractiveness thing. It's the fact that you got something that you can offer them spiritually, spiritual gifts. They love artists, painters, sculptors, artists that are singers, musicians, because they can use you, especially those doll makers. Now, the sexual experience was so intense with him until me and him came to an agreement that I will make a doll body for him, because y'all know I make dolls. And it ain't nothing to play with, because he can come back and get you if he want to. And so the relationship I had with him, I had decided that that's what I'll do. I'll create a doll body for him. So I got all of the pieces cut out. And for all of you all who remember me when I talked about Vanzella, the spirit Vanzella, when I told her I was going to make her a doll body, she got very pushy and started knocking on my walls, my windows, and my doors. Well, Ghede is doing me the same way. He's knocking on. I was sitting in the truck. He was knocking on the windshield glass. Y'all, it's hot as fuck out here. I was sitting in my bedroom. He was knocking on my window. Very distinctive knocks. Now, y'all know I usually get the taps all the time. I know them. Those are the spirits go out and do my biddings and come back tap, letting me know they've done their job. And I have to reward them. But this is a distinctive knock, like knock, knock, knock. Stop. Knock. Very distinct. It's death. That's what it is. That's what my auntie said. She said, those are death knocks. And I said, okay. And I struggled with that for a year. You know what I'm saying? When I hear them too much, then I can send them off to, I can sacrifice. Y'all need to get this now. And I can sacrifice someone else that I love in the place of myself. You understand? So that's why witches, y'all see witches sacrificing very important things like babies and, sacrificing children or family members or something of that nature. I'm giving it to you raw and real. A lot of y'all gonna hate me for it, but that's why you got these witches that will do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Lord. Y'all, I'm so hot. My blood pressure done shot up. But, whoo, Jesus. Have mercy, Lord. Are you going to let us just sit down here and just die? Let man just take all the rainwater from us. Elemental winds come and quench and relieve us from this heat. Hello? We need some relief here in the southern states, here in the United States of America. They are leaving us to just die. The last time I had a good quenching rain was in the winter, and they flooded the fuck of us out. We flooded out. Anything to keep them temperatures cool. Now, y'all, as I pray, y'all will not believe it's sprinkling. Let me see. So let me show y'all so y'all won't think, oh, she just lied. See if I can get some of this water on my arm. I got to go over here because it ain't raining. It's not raining on that side. Let me see if I can show y'all. It's so very little. Y'all see that? So very little. Those are raindrops. Very, very little. Just tiny sprinkles. Now I can call on the rain, but I can't get but sprinkles. I bust open the cement. And some other things you got to do. And I can't tell everybody. I don't want everybody to know my stuff. If I tell everybody how I work it, it won't work for me. Anyways, I want to talk about how I gave my body, you understand, to Ghede. And how it felt. You understand? Am I still in love with Ghede? Yes. Because when I have enemies that fuck with me, he will go in the night. He'll scratch them in their sleep. He'll torment them. He'll put illnesses on them, sicknesses on them. They'll wish they never ever fucked with me. I gotta do it, y'all. I gotta protect myself. Don't get mad with me. Get mad with Ghede. And if you, yes, I do turn the music on, celebrate. I dance for him. I drum for him. I call him. Am I gonna make the doll body? Everybody, don't do it, mama. He knocking all on the windows and doors. I'm gonna do it. I'll talk to y'all later. I can't take it out here no more. Bye-bye.